man, I had such a good intro. And then my dog was in the frame, it was perfect, and then he decided to chew on something. But anyway, I digress. Steve here from PC Budget Solutions, and a gentleman by the name of Dave from FiFine Technology reached out to me the other day and said, hey, we have this really good product. It is made in China, but it's really competitively priced. Do you want to review it? I said, sure. Send me one. So they got one over to me. It is a microphone, interestingly enough. So this is the package that came in. It just says FiFine Technology. Hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. I'm basically going off of what my research says and what I think about it, so they didn't feed me anything. So this isn't a sponsored video by any stretch, but it is going to be another review sample. This is the second one. I actually have a third one coming, something else as well to review. So let's take a look, let's unbox it, and then we have a couple things we're going to compare it to, and I'll give you guys my opinions. So let's go ahead and get it opened up here. It actually came quite quick from Amazon, so this we purchased at the time was around 30 bucks. It is a freestanding desktop, so we have just some information about the website, FiFineMicrophone.com. They have a Facebook page, you can follow them on that and email them. We have a user's guide. I'm probably going to briefly read through it here. Well, actually, let's go through a couple things together. So, element, a condenser. Its sensitivity is up to -2 or 20, 2 dBA. 5 volt power. Frequency range is 50 hertz to 17,000 or 17 kilohertz. The dynamic range is 75 decibels at 1 kilowatts load. Just some interesting things. Nothing that I'm really a professional in, unfortunately. This tells you, there is a mute button. There's a volume control button, which I think will be useful. It is via USB. They do say this is for like streaming and making videos. So I'm probably not going to replace my Blue Yeti just because it's a very expensive, nice microphone. But that being said, I'm still definitely going to want to review it. I don't have expectations this is going to be better than it or as good, but again, that was a very expensive microphone. This is something cool. Now, mind you, they actually didn't send this to me. They sent me the money to purchase it. Soft foam. That's interesting. It's only a $30 product. So, they have the cutouts. Let's talk about build quality here, what I think about it. So, metal, that's good. Let's take, does this come off? Yes. So there's your actual microphone. A nice piece that goes over it here. I forget the name of it. I'm not a microphone expert. Here is the volume. So we will mess with that a little bit. We have a mute button, USB. This is a pretty good stand. It's heavy enough so it doesn't move. So that's definitely good. And I'll actually show you guys what I'm referring to here. So I can bend this all the way forward and it doesn't move. Like it's not heavy, but it's the right weight. So when designing this product, they definitely, did a couple things to make sure that it wasn't too heavy. The weight was right, so you can have it turn that way and the bass doesn't move, for example. So I'm going to do some live testing with you guys. I'm going to be comparing this, and then I'm going to be comparing my Yeti and a $30 headset that I have as well that I use for like Discord. So you guys will see how good it is. First up, we have the Yeti. It is located in the normal position, which is slightly off to the left, so I have full viewage of my screen. I do have it set at 50%. However, Adobe seems to record at the same volume with the Yeti regardless. Let's take a look at the FiFine microphone. Next, we have the FiFine microphone. I have in the exact same position as my Yeti. However, do note that I do have the volume adjusted to 100% with no adjustments in Adobe. And now we're using the same exact FiFine microphone, and now the volume is set to 50%. However, no additional adjustments are made in Adobe. And lastly here, we indeed do have a $30 Plantronics headset combo. Has a microphone, and it does have a headset. I do use this for Skype calls. It isn't anything interesting to say the least, but I did want to give you guys a good comparison with another $30 product. This is the final test. I currently have Halo 3 theme song running in the background, and I'm actually fighting it. I'm trying to think as I'm talking. So what I'm curious about here, and this is my first test, is what kind of background noise is this picking up? Overall though, when comparing to say the Yeti, yes, the Yeti's probably going to be a little bit better. I really can't tell a huge difference myself I'll let you guys be the ones to decide. But the Yeti is $80, $100 plus microphone, you know, plus you got the pop filter and everything like that. And sure, it has a lot of adjustments. It's a great microphone, but it's a multitude times more expensive. And I would go to say anybody that's starting out doing podcasts and voiceovers and stuff like that, this $30 microphone honestly is perfectly fine. A lot of it though is going to depend on how much background noise is being picked up right now. I don't know. It's my first run. I'm going to listen to it and then we'll close up arguments here. So I listened to, and no, I'm not actually recording on this. This is unplugged. The video in the comparison, and I probably should have included background noise with the Yeti. There's a lot of background noise through the entire recording. I actually had a computer on right next to it, about 24 inches out. The level of sound I was playing the Halo 3 music at was a lot louder than what I would if I was recording. It was that listening level where I'm not talking to anybody. I'm trying to listen to music. There's nobody else in the room. Maybe not loud enough to annoy people on the other side of the wall necessarily, but loud enough where I'm enjoying it. And that was interesting because you heard a little bit of low rumble and you heard the music a little bit, but it was loud. Like it was probably 25-30% on my Logitech surround sound system. And mind you, that surround sound system was $300 8 years ago, but it was expensive. So here's what Steve is going to say. Obviously, full disclosure, in the end, I didn't pay for this. I think I just paid like $1 for it. Am I going to use it? Probably not, because I have a Yeti. The Yeti is a $100+ product, plus the pop filter and everything else. If we spend a fair bit on the Yeti, there would be no reason not to, because it gives you some adjustments and things like that that you don't have with this. But if I did not have a microphone today, I would only spend $30. If I knew this, if this existed when I first started, I would have gotten this. Obviously, it's a newer product that's actually relatively new to market. Because this doesn't sound vastly different than the Yeti, at least from a quality standpoint. You guys will obviously be more of a judge than that. But for $30 and it actually came in I got free 1-day shipping, but normally Amazon Prime 2-day shipping. It's a really good product, even though it is made in China and they send it to Amazon. It is a made in China product. It's made well. I like it. I recommend it. But like this video if you liked it. Hit the dislike button if you don't like the video. Stay tuned. I do have one more review sample product coming in the next couple days. That actually might come after some videos that are in queue because that's going to require a lot more testing. It's RGB fans, just a heads up. Thank you again, Dave, for reaching out to get this product in my hands for the review. Subscribe if you haven't. Comment if you want to ask some questions. And as always, this is Steve from PC Budget Solutions, and I'll see you later on down the road.